This here is known as my time. 14 to 15, you're mine. This is my life as I live with my cat and me. What you got to give? So sit and explore my life while I walk through life with strive. But I'm here for all to show, even those left behind can't glow.
Howdy ho everybody, howdy ho, welcome back, another fucking day. Well, we're getting close to the end of the year. I think this was today, day 349. 16 days left, just over 2 weeks, just under 3. We're getting there. I don't think I'm going to have anything special planned for my 1 year video, because I don't really have resources to do anything special. I was thinking, however, that maybe you guys can come up, or those of you who are left watching these fucking videos, it's less than 100 of you now, which is great, good for you guys, you know, keeping it going, not being like everybody jumping ship. Appreciate that. For those of you who are left, I was thinking maybe you could come up with your best moments or worst moments of the year. Whatever you guys feel could be my highlights or my lowlights of the year. I was interested in seeing what you guys thought of that, and I might highlight those moments at the my year video if I'm able to do it. Because for those of you who are paying attention, my court date, or the day I go to trial, I guess you could say, or whatever the fuck it is, I don't know what exactly they're coming up with on the 29th, but the 30th is my 1 year mark. My 29th, or the 29th, is when my court date is. So that's just fabulous. It's highly doubtful that anything will be decided that day from what I'm seeing from everybody else. So far, those court dates have pretty much just been to go over what the lawyers are planning to do and to set an actual trial date. If the judge wants it to go to trial or whatever the I don't know. I don't have a fucking clue. To be quite honest with you, I'm so overwhelmed with everything going on that I'm not even fucking paying it. I'm not even thinking about it. There's nothing I can do right now until the lawyer calls me or emails me and lets me know what their plan is. Whether they're going to take all of us as one big case, like a class action suit type deal, or whether they're going to handle us all individually. And until they come up with that decision, there's nothing I can do myself. So there's no point in worrying about that. I called welfare this morning, or social assistance this morning, and they're going to call me back tomorrow with my intake interview to see whether I qualify or not, which is a step further than I've gotten in the past, so that's a plus right there. So I might get to speak to somebody and actually get myself set up with an appointment to go get on social assistance. Other than that, it's Christmas time, but I don't really fucking care about that. Not like I can celebrate Christmas, because I have nobody in my life to celebrate it with. I mean, sure, I have all the people at Occupy that I've met and I've become friends with over the past month and a half or so, but all of them have their own lives, and all of them have their own families or things to do or jobs to do, or they have their own cliques and their own group of people. And sure, when it comes to doing the Occupy stuff, we can get together and do things, but outside of that, I haven't been going to Occupy stuff for almost 2 weeks. Not a single person has wanted to hang out or anything like that. I mean, I've had my various people here and there going, "Hey, you want to come smoke a joint?" or shit like that. And I'm just, no, I'm not in the mood for that. So whatever. The news is fucking going crazy. You got fucking politicians being fucking douchebags and liars. You know, I've been going over it. I've been talking about this shit for the past year. I feel like a fucking broken record now. And I'm still questioning whether what I'm going to do at the end of the year of making these videos, whether I want to continue or not. I don't think I'm going to continue with the daily videos. I honestly think it's taken too much focus out of my life and has been part of the reason why I've had such a rough year, is that my focus and my priorities have been a little fucked up. And I think making these videos has been one of the things that has been influencing that throughout the year. Not saying it's been a direct, my year hasn't been a direct result from making these videos, but I believe it has taken away from me being focused and all that stuff. So I think I'll be making videos whenever I fucking feel like it. I don't think I'll be doing them on a daily basis. Plus, from the way I see the views and comments going, it fluctuates, sure, but every time it fluctuates, it gets less and less. So I think people are getting a little sick and tired of hearing my voice and seeing my face. But I'm not sick and tired of seeing what's going on in my life, because as you guys can tell, besides the last little while, it's been something fucking different every single day. Unless I detach myself, which is what I'm doing right now, and also in a little bit of a depression, but this is me detaching myself from all that bullshit to try to get my head back on straight. Call it depression, call it seclusion, call it whatever the fuck you please, but that's just what it is. But I've been kind of looking at job postings and replying to, I'm an administrator on the Facebook group for Occupy, so I've been regulating that, and also have random movies playing all day on Justin TV. Right now it's playing Gladiator, which I haven't seen in a long time, but it's also pretty late now as well. It's like 11:30 at night. I don't know if you guys remember me saying this a few days ago, but I've been kind of just trying to keep my focus during the day on what I need to get done, and then at night, I make the videos for whatever reason. The videos have been deteriorating, I will admit that. My focus on making them has been waning over the last week. The closer and closer I get to the end of the year, the more and more I relax. But I apologize for that, but with everything going on, doing these videos is not a high priority for me. I'm gonna tell you guys something that I was a little worried about, to be honest with you, but it is what it is, and nothing I can do about it now. When Dom brought me out to buy a camera, it was fabulous that he did that and everything, and I was absolutely bewildered by the fact that he spent so much money on a camera. However, I was faced with a moral dilemma, a few days later, when I was speaking to my landlord, and she basically gave me an ultimatum. You can either come up with the rent money any way that you can, or I have your 14, it's only 14 days here, it's not 30, 14-day notice to be evicted. So I had to make a moral decision. So I brought the camera back. I got a cheaper version. I got a upgraded Canon PowerShot, which is, I got the 2 steps up from what I had before, the PowerShot L510, and I just used the extra money to pay my rent, so I can have a place to live. I did talk to a few people before I did that to see whether or not it would be morally acceptable to do something like that after he took the time and money into giving me a really good camera. After speaking with some people, I made the decision that keeping my place right now is more important to me than having a really, really expensive camera. Because the camera's not going to be any good if I don't have a roof over my head or resources to actually use it properly. So I got myself still a good camera, but you know, I need to make a decision. And Dom, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. I know it's not exactly what you wanted to put your money towards, but it was something I simply just had to do. And you know, I was really afraid of actually saying anything about it because I didn't want to make myself look shady or look like I used that money for my own benefit or took advantage of the situation or anything like that. It wasn't anything like that. I was really questioning whether or not it was right to do something like that, and everybody I spoke to said, you have to do what you have to do. I mean, keeping a roof over your head is more important than having a camera. So I made the decision and went and got it exchanged. And I've been battling with it, whether or not I should tell anybody, but quite frankly, I believe people have moral compasses that are well enough aligned, who watch my videos, who feel that I made the right decision. And that also goes to how this camera performs. You guys have noticed that it's fading in and out. It's getting blurry and not blurry and so on and so forth. I don't know how to fix it. There's no options to do that on here. But you know, it is what it is. I do what I can. It doesn't seem to do it when I'm out and about, going around, walking around outside and shit, but it seems to be whenever I'm in this setting with these color schemes in the background and everything, it seems to lose its focus all the time for some reason. But now that I got that off my shoulders, that's been weighing on me for a little while now, to tell you guys that, because you know, I felt really bad about it, because I didn't want to look like I was taking advantage. But anyway, that's how it is. That's where I'm at. That's what's going on today. I'm going to get a phone call back tomorrow from welfare or social assistance. I don't like calling it welfare because it makes me feel like a bum. I pretty much am a bum. I got like 3 days worth of food left, and almost out of cat food and kitty litter and all this other crap. You know how it goes, the usual bullshit I get to go through every fucking month. But the food banks are empty, so I can't go do that. You know, I've been going to, last time I went to the food bank, it was empty, literally. So, you know, it's, times are tough. Times are tough, and, you know, I get to watch and hear and listen and see people, hundreds upon hundreds of people around the world spending so much money on fucking Christmas cheer. This is why I fucking hate this time of year, because everybody's so, ooh, everyone's so happy. Oh, so happy. Oh, it's Christmas time. Ooh, yay. Oh, I love you. Where's my present? Oh, thank you for spending so much money on my present. Oh, I'm so lucky. Go fuck yourself with your merry joy. There's millions upon millions of people in this world who are suffering during this time of the season. And year after year after year after year after year, I'm shown that nobody gives a fuck. And that's why I don't celebrate Christmas anymore. Not only because I have nobody to celebrate it with, but also because I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the Christmas season and how it's dealt with. I don't agree with how people act. And I don't agree with how people treat each other. Because it's false. It's like, you have Christmas Day where everybody's all like, oh, I love you, blah, 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 family. And then you got the next day where it's, what the fuck are you still here for? Aren't you going to go home, get back to your fucking job? Anyway, I find Christmas creates a false, how do I put this? It creates a false sense of camaraderie between people. It's just putting on a fake face and saying, oh yeah, it's time of the season, so I'm going to actually pay attention and treat you nicely. It's fucking bullshit. But anyway, the closer I get to the Christmas, the more and more cheerful I'm going to get. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay strong, stay wise, you wankers. Peace. So if you want the daily videos brought to your sub box, hit that little button up above. Peace out, wise ass ninjas.